Hi ladies, this is going to be a video about your why, and more specifically using it at your parties. So ladies, just a little bit, if you haven't heard of your why yet, your why is everything from why you started to why you're still doing 31. And it will change tons. Mine changes all of the time. But more specifically, using mine at the party, I have a why bag. And in my bag are a bunch of objects. And I used to pull them out one at a time and talk about them. But now I actually pass this bag around the room and I ask my ladies to each take one and then I talk about them. And there are a couple cute and funny ones in here. And the visuals just make it really fun. And what you're looking for is you're trying to be very personal and from the heart, of course, and showing, about you. But you never know who out there may be able to relate to your story. So let's get started with my why. And this will teach you a little bit about me too, ladies, which will be fun. So one of the things in there that goes first, because everyone sees it if they see it, is my cute little Mickey Mouse. And for me, the Mickey Mouse represents Disney, obviously, and I'm a huge Disney fan. I've been to Disney more times than I can count on all my fingers. And a couple of times with my husband. One, we were actually engaged at Cinderella's Castle. I know, aww. And once when my oldest Sage, who's soon to be 13, was a year old and I was pregnant for my youngest Myra. And then another time, the last time that my kids have went, they were 2 and 4, we went to Disneyland, which if you've been to Disneyland and Disney World, Disneyland's not quite as exciting. But I was on a business trip. It's still lots of fun. Love the place. But they were 2 and 4. They are now 11 and soon to be 13. And honestly, my husband and I at this point in our lives thought that we would have timeshare for Disney. It's been a dream that we had. We used to have great jobs, and we've been with and without jobs, those of you that know my story. And so this has definitely been a goal for me to get my family to Disney. My kids barely remember Disneyland. And I'm very proud to say that as of December, January time, this is now July 2014, we are headed to Disney this next winter season, and I've been able to book that through 31. So that's what I share about my Mickey. Next up, another fun one that usually goes first. It's a bra, and of course they tee-hee and they think, oh my gosh, what is she doing with this bra? Now, based on the party, I usually plug a little and say, yeah, due to popular belief, what my husband I'm sure would appreciate, and all of you looking at me since I'm not well endowed, I'm not saving money for a boob job. I actually have this to represent the customer support with 31. And I love 31. I love everything from when they call me and congratulate me for a $1,200 party to when I call in and they answer my questions and they know me and they have notes right there in front of them all about me. And to my team, my amazing upline, I have a senior executive director, Hope, who is so helpful and helps me. I have a team full of ladies under me who we help each other. They help me, they help each other. And just, how much I love 31. Another one of the ones that goes right away is my Maracas. And that is me talking about the leadership incentive trip, that as a director, we have been able to earn a trip. And how excited I am that I've earned a trip for my husband and I to Riviera Maya in Mexico in September. And this is our 15th anniversary this year. This is an all-inclusive paid trip that I don't have to pay anything. Not my food, not my drinks, even my flight, nothing. They even give us each $375 vouchers to spend there on massages and excursions and all kinds of fun stuff. So I talk about my excitement for that, of course, and explain all of that. Another one in here is my mortgage statement. Now, ladies, for those of you that don't know, I started 31 in November of 2012, and I was a kitnapper. I literally thought the kit was cute. It was $99. I had joined Arbonne and Home Interiors and a couple things before just to get the discount, not to sell. And so I was curious how that all worked. I was having a party. And I mentioned this to the person, the consultant above me, and just kind of said I was thinking about doing that. And I had a part-time job at the time at the Y. For those of you that don't know, I owned a dance studio for almost 14 years. I had 2 dance studios. And I had been a stay-at-home mom for about 4 years after that. My oldest actually had brain surgery. And that was my aha moment. As much as that was really scary for us, that was me realizing I could not work every night of the week, weekends, work on my business all day long, and just not be there for my kids and my family. So while I've been trying to figure out what I was going to be when I grew up, I came upon this kit. And I'm really lucky to say that I had 9 friends right off the bat that booked parties. My first party was okay. It wasn't great, but I had a lot of girls that wanted to have parties. In the meantime, 2 weeks after I joined, I actually lost my part-time job at the Y. They eliminated my position. And I'm happy to say that since I've started, I've been able to pay my mortgage every month. My husband has also been with and without jobs for the past 4 years, so this has been a godsend for us. This has been an amazing adventure and a career that I look forward to, that I am so blessed with. Next up in here, and I need to update this after this summer, is this is a peach for Atlanta, Georgia. And I went to conference last year. I hit director in March, actually in April. And I was fortunate enough that 5 of the ladies under me decided to go to conference with me. And of course, 31 is awesome. They spoil us with free products. There's lots of great training. But more importantly, this was a slumber party for women. And I had so much fun. We literally were crossing our legs because we were ready to pee our pants because we had so much fun and lots of laughs. I can't not say that we were almost going to pee our pants because of Winona. Those of you that know Winona, woo woo, hilarious. She may or may not have an amazing horn noise that she makes, which is hilarious. But anyways, so I talk about that, and this year how we're going to Columbus, and there are 13 of us going, and some going to Denver, and how excited I am that we're going to have a blast again. Next in here is a ladder. Now, my daughter's a huge Lego fan. She made this for me, but more importantly, it's the ladder. And for me, prior to starting direct sales, I had no idea what that meant. That was someone who, you know, sold candles, peddled things, you know, and I never knew anyone that really lasted with it and did it more than a few months. But after doing it, love it. I can't say enough about it. And there's a multitude of things. One of them is that it does not matter whether I am male or female. It does not matter what race I am. It doesn't matter my age, although I do have to be 18 or older. But it doesn't matter like a corporate world, you know, any of those things. I truly get what I get from how hard I've worked, and I can move up that ladder. And I can see if I do X and X and X, I'm going to move up another step. And if I do X and X and X and X, I'm going to move up another step. But what's great too is I have plenty of women who don't want to go up this ladder, who only want to maybe get out of the house once a month. They're a stay-at-home mom. They need some socialization. Or they want to save for that trip, or they want to save for that back porch that they're fixing up. Or they're like me and they want it to be a career. It's so awesome that with 31, we only have to submit 200 in sales every 3 months. That is just a couple of orders. So I love that with this direct sales company, it can be a career or it can be something simple and fun that you want to do. And I love that unlike the corporate world, again, I'm not competing against Susie and Sally and Becky and whoever else. I am literally, whatever work I put out, whatever I do, as long as I work smart and work hard, I'm going to move up that ladder. Next is a picture of my family. And of course, they're my most important why. They're what helps me put food on the table and pay my bills. But more importantly, as I mentioned, I want to be a stay-at-home mom still. I want to be able to go to anything that my kids have after school and during school. I want to be the room mom. I want to be the one that volunteers to help in the library and PTO and those sorts of things. And with 31 in direct sales, I am able to do that. I set my own schedule, so I am able to be a part of their lives. I'm able to have dinner with them and go to their sports and their dance and their singing and whatever that is that they're doing after school. And last but not least in my Y bag is my very first catalog. And this is something that's just kind of been goal setting for me. So on the back you can see my awesome $99 kit that I fell for and thought I was going to give away as Christmas presents, but lo and behold, became my career. But one of the things I've done as a consultant is I've set my goals high, and I knew that I was going to do every incentive that 31 gave us. I'm that carrot dangle girl. If they dangle the carrot in front of me, I have to have it. So I knew that I was going to get all of the free product, all of the trips and extra money. I even got a $1,300 American Express card. But my goal with that was to have one of every product in the catalog, every catalog. Now, ladies, this is my 6th catalog that I can say I've done that. And I've done that through the incentives, but I've also done it for fundraisers, as I mentioned before earlier in the party. And I've been able to get all of the free product. Now, do I recommend this for all my consultants? Absolutely not. That's me. I am that type A overachiever person that this is something that I like to do and I'm passionate about. I don't take all of the product into my parties. Sometimes I take it all in and you get to see it all, and sometimes it's just in my car and I know that I can go get it if you need it. But I also have been able to spoil my family and spoil my friends, as I mentioned earlier with my fundraisers. And it's just been part of me knowing that if I hit all of those incentives, that I am bettering my business. So ladies, that's my why, which is I'm really happy that I got to share that all with you. But I also love that I shared at my party. And like I said, it gives a little glimpse about myself and maybe hit some points that maybe some of other ladies may want to do too. I normally plug all of you as well. I normally plug how I love being a director. I need to put an apple in there because I love teaching. That is one of the things besides just dance that I miss, and that was teaching. And I love that at a director level, it's allowed me to do just that. It's allowed me to help all of you and teach all of you. And I'm passionate about that, and I'm passionate about you all, you know, getting things from me and learning from me, and that's part of my why also. So that's a good one that I need to remember. I need to put an apple in there as teaching because I usually plug it, but I haven't had a visual. So ladies, thank you. I encourage you all to do your why. I encourage you to sit down for yourself to know what you want from this business and what your, you know, what your goals are and what you want from it, both in the future and why you started. And I really encourage you sharing it because sharing is so much easier than just recruiting. To me, I am always sharing the opportunity with women and they want to join me because they can see that it's fun and that I'm passionate and that sort of thing. So that's my why.